Hello, Tuki family, and welcome to episode 10 of Tuki The Pod. You're with me, your host, Mutisia.
Siaka Munga.
Natasha.
We just watched Tuki episode 10, and people are brewing over here. Mm-hmm. Natasha has mentioned that she's bubbling. She really wants to just dive right into it. But before we go there...
No, umebeba team peke yako leo. Prime Candispaka.
Kumbe, you know her?
Nimemwona mara kadhaa.
On the house.
Robi, my dear, you just lost your joy. It's not gone. It's still in there. You just have to find it.
What? Sauta do?
Neza kwa na ball. Alafu kwa hapo unatini kama it's nothing. Chef.
Nataka tucheze game.
Game gani?
Kiss, marry, kill. The characters. I'll start with you. Kiss, marry, kill.
Okay. Can I kiss two people?
No.
Kiss, I'm going to kiss the
I have not given you the people yet.
I see me nacha nijichagulie.
Sawa.
Nijichagulie nitakuwa restricted.
Okay.
Easy. To make it harder, let's pick for
Yeah,
you.
sindio.
Mimi ndo najua type yangu.
Sawa, tuambie basi.
Kiss, the new basketball guy.
Nicodemus.
Anaitwa hivyo.
Sio niliko jina yake full.
Alikuwa na mchongoko
Let's
gani?
leave it at Nick.
Nicodemus.
So I will kiss Nick. I will kill, oh my God, Matu. Can I kill Matu and Chef, please?
You can only kill one person. Matu or Chef?
Aki Chef has really disturbed me this episode. So I will kill Chef. You're going to find out why. I will kill Chef and marry, oh my God, marry CFO. CFO has such a... Anakatu was so responsible. He's such a sweetheart. Okay. He knows how to handle his money. He treats Alma. So definitely, yes, marry CFO.
Okay, what about you?
You can give me the...
Nikupe, I kiss, marry, kill. The nurse.
The nurse.
Yes.
Which nurse?
The nurse at the Nini clinic mwenye aliongelesha nini vibaya. Vera. Na ule rival team wana Jeda.
Wow.
Kiss, marry, kill.
Wow. I'm going to kill... Hey, bro.
It's not meant to be easy.
I'm going to kill the... Okay, I'll kiss the nurse. I'll marry the rival. And then Vera I'll kill.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And Vera was not even justified after the previous episode. Si tuliona at least alikuanga mabeshte na nini.
You're in past tense. We're looking at the person she is now.
Kiss, marry, kill. Do I give you or will you choose?
Mine was hard.
Acha ni choose.
Okay.
Wewe najua nataka kunipea lakini choose. Kiss. I'd kiss CFO. Oh no, wait. No. Yes. Okay. So, definitely kill Mato. Yeah, I'd kill Mato. I'd kiss Malik. I'd marry CFO.
Please, are we sharing a husband? Choose Ellie, man. See, Ellie ndio amekumbamba sana. Choose Ellie.
Well, hapo tu kwa kamnyweso kidogo ndio.
Ndio.
Kidogo.
Labda Shahil, say
But si Sefo pia alikata ile day fulani.
Wewe wako tu same. Ni juu mmoja ako Migori mwingine wako Nairobi. Alafu mmoja ni engineer. So, from to look at the security of our children.
engineer.
Let's talk about honeymoon phases. First of all, before I turn into the show. How long does a honeymoon phase last? Especially kwa relationships na pia kwa context ya friendships.
I'd say, realistically, maybe 3 months. Iyo ya unasikia unapenda sana. But in reality, haifai kuisha. But I feel like inafikanga point where you don't feel as listened to. Unajua mtu akikutaka, it's like, oh my God, tell me everything. And then after a while, it's kind of like, atulisema. But I think that's 3 months. But ideally, I mean, it should last forever.
So that is within the context of a
relationship.
Romantic relationship.
Yeah,
friendship?
Friendship forever, bro. Friendship forever.
Honeymoon phase forever?
Yeah, because I feel like there's not really... It gets better.
It gets
For friendship,
better, actually,
it gets
that's
better.
true.
It does. It really does.
Majamaa mnakwanga na honeymoon phase kwa friendship.
Kwanza umenikumbusha, have you seen this video of how boys become friends? Mnapitana kwa barabara, first day mnafanya tu hivi, mnapita mnafanya, second day mnafanya, third day mnasalimiana, form leo. The next day, like it's usually so funny how quick men become friends. Hata kunanga story.
Is that how you became friends with your best friend?
Nah, I think mine was sports.
Got
Or school or something. Sports and school.
Oh.
But kuna so many people nimekuwa friends now hivyo. Ni tu you've seen them day 1 unamsalimia, to day 2 unamsalimia, day 3 mnajipata mko the same place mmekaa, day 4 next thing you know you guys are friends. Hey, leo form iko wapi? Come blah blah blah. It's so easy though for us, I think.
It really is.
Honeymoon phase kwa relationship yako ili last how long?
Bado iko.
But hey bro,
jokes.
wacha please. Tuambie ukweli.
I would say maybe like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Mlikapush? Hapo ndio the first fight ilikuja after like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, around that time.
Around
4
that
5, not really fight, but disagreements.
Okay.
Zinaanzanga hapo 4 5.
No wonder.
Alafu wewe yako ili last 3 months.
No wonder. Sikia msi ati no
Kwa
wonder.
sababu niko kwa that disagreement.
Kwa disagreement phase sai. 4 5 months sasa.
No, yeah, I feel
So akua open, nini safe space?
Sindio. Si fight disagreement.
Got it.
Naanzanga hapo 4
for
5
5 months.
no
But I
mnaanza.
notice because it's like it's smooth sailing. Alafu all of a sudden,
Nyinyi wa
Unaanza
ambitious.
kubo.
Hii Nairobi kwa streets ni 2 weeks.
na wewe.
Weekend 3 days. What streets? What do you mean? Streets honeymoon phase ni 3 days. Mnatumia na voice note. Mnapatana alafu ana ghost. It's dari. It's very dari.
Oh my God.
It's
But what
bad.
is your longest honeymoon phase?
Let me see. It lasted as one of my best relationships. Actually, yeah. 5-6 months. Yeah. 5-6 months, yeah.
Na ati si ndo tunapush.
Mi naonge sahi Nairobi. Kwa streets bra. Hakunanga hata tunapatana ka voice note kiasi. Kwanza ulicheki kwa hiyo scene. Let's just jump into the episode. Tukianza na Archie.
Yeah man.
Feelings zianza kukuja.
Hey Achi, nimekufikiria sana leo. Hope trip ilikuwa fun kabisa. That's all. Bye.
Oh my God, kumbe she's a lover girl. Did you guys see how she reacted to that voice note? I was like, oh my God.
But let me ask you,
Yes.
why is it that kuna time ameshika phone? There's usually that guilt. She's looking around. Is anyone seeing me?
I feel like she doesn't want anybody even to find out.
Yo, but you know that feeling when you get a voice note or a text from your crush for the first time? Alafu inaingia kwa simu.
Butterflies.
Love, we have to resist from replying immediately.
That's so toxic.
Hiyo ni hebu mniambie.
Love does not have any rules. Ati kwanza hiyo kitu ya ati ukiwa na mtu don't text them, you miss them immediately nini. Hey, ati don't reply immediately.
So if we're not
That's when you're getting to know someone.
No.
Always reply immediately, bro.
What is this
kama
mind game?
That's why kumix kiasi.
But if you're being authentic, I want to respond to you there and then.
Exactly. Kama ni wakukupenda atakupenda. Kama una reply mbia maraka. Kuna haja ya kutry to get somebody trapped.
Moja 1-2 minutes. At least angalie simu waseme, msea. Inaitwa
That's so
No.
toxic. Oh my God.
Isn't like for real that's because this is not the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
Actually relax.
Ati
And
chill
the
kiasi.
person who's telling me that is my brother.
Maybe that's what they do. That's what men do.
That's one, but the
Why?
1-2
Weird.
minutes.
Why? If I'm excited to talk to you, I want to talk to you.
Kama text
the
inaingia
point,
na
though.
umeiona hivi, reply immediately. Feelings zikiwa bado high.
So in short, the
Kwani after
had
2
to-
minutes hazitakuwa
No,
zimeisha?
because mbona unacheza mind games.
Si mind games ni
Ni mind games.
tactical thinking.
And that's better
tactical
how?
thinking.
Eh.
Wanaume pale kwenye comment section, hebu mtuambie, is this for real? Hiyo kungoja 2 minutes. Nisikae ni kama nataka kukutext. And I mean,
It's not for you to usifikiria ati sidai kukutext like constantly. It's for those 1 minute. Uko unafikiria msha kwanza anafanya. Unanifikiria for that
so
1
unamtesa
minute.
tu for no reason. Unataka tu akae kukufikiria ni kama response haijaingia.
Anyway,
That's
Ngoja
so
30
anyway,
minutes.
anyway.
Hivyo ndo hapo ndo mnaharibingi. Like somebody's just there, they want to talk to you, they're blushing.
Wewe unaingiza tactics. This is not
Sasa tukupea time
football.
ya kublush, 1 minute to blush vizuri alafu tuendelee.
My
Wewe umesema si ya kublush. Wewe umesema ni huyo mtu mwingine akufikirie.
tactic,
Sasa
that's
ndio
what you said. Wacha
ukifikiria
kusikiza
si
Joe
una
Rogan. Unaona, this is what happens when you listen
Guys,
to
Perfect.
hata na Joe Rogan, wani the legend himself.
wacha tu basi. So Archie feelings tukikatu msea said
Ushatubo.
you're excluded from this conversation.
No, but like, oh my God, Archie.
Alafu your conversation yao wakiflat. Oh my God.
She's so happy.
Like, cause you're feeling when they've been texting, cause he's not been blue ticking her. Like, they've just been...
constantly texting, maybe hadi mausiku.
Alafu kijana ndo anatuma voice
Lakini kusema
note.
kweli, let's just be honest. Walianza kutext the previous day.
Si
Because the road
ndio?
trip was the next day. So si ati walikuwa wametext for that long.
Yeah, but still...
But still, okay, yes. But like...
Lakini kijana anaitwa Nicodemus. Talk about the names of this guy.
But anaitwa Nick, short form.
Nicodemus,
What's Nani's name? Elishafat.
Onesmus.
Onesmus, CFO.
CFO. Enye ndo maana alimuita CFO. Onesmus. How do you can't even shorten that one.
Oni.
Guy,
Ati
hiyo ni
Oni.
masa Mkambata
Bro, I know
semaje.
somebody who calls himself...
Mkambata semaje Oni?
Hebu tuambie.
I know somebody who calls himself
Same.
UT. Can you guess UT is short for what?
Eutychus.
Eutychus.
Okay, niko na beshta naitwa Eutychus. I can't laugh at your joke.
Basi acha nsicomment, atakuja kwambia hebu tafuta.
Kuna time Kampo, there's a guy alikuwa na like very curly hair, mfupi, light skin. Sasa nilimwona and I was like, damn, I don't even think he's like Kenyan bred. Like huwa naka like a mixture of like 2 countries nini. Kana nikaambia beshta yangu anaitwa Worship. I was like, mzee, huyo beshta yako anakaa fiti anaitwa Rio. Nikuintroduce, akaniintroduce to Rio. So Rio alikuwa ananiambia, sijui my mom is from the Caribbean, my dad sijui. Mimi niko hapo nimeamini kwa sababu curly hair kama yako. Like anaka he's not Kenyan bred. So see after that, nimebambika, I'm like, nimeland international goods, international malis nini. Worship akaniambia kijana anaitwa Karaoke, usijui.
Karis.
Rio.
That's anajiita Rio.
Karaoke wa Kiambu. Kwa
Hata
wana
si
kwa
Karis. Rio, okay.
Rio.
Ametry. Ametry sawa.
But ilikuwa ina work.
What? I have to steal that joke.
Ushipata na msela alafu anakuambia jina yake uko like kuna dem nilikuwa najua alikuwa anaitwa Perpendicular.
What?
Yeah.
Like her real
Yes.
certificate.
Yes, Perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
Yep.
By the way, what other crazy name have you heard of? Now that on that topic. Perpendicular is crazy.
Perpendicular was
What?
crazy.
Perpendicular.
Na ni dem.
Let me tell you, there's
Yes.
somebody, I kid you not, called Octombers. Octombers. That's the first name. Octombers. So it's like, was it like trying to spell October? I'm an octopus. Alafu something.
Maybe both.
Yeah. Me had sue my parents.
Octombers.
Kwani hamnipendi?
Octombers.
That's the craziest name I've had.
Do you want to talk about Alma or our favorite character?
Robi.
First of all, her acting is...
What happens when the person you thought you were is gone? Whenever unaangalia kwa kioo, you're even afraid of what is staring back at you. Sijui who I am anymore. Sina hiyo joy. Sina hiyo spark. Sijui mimi ni nani anymore.
That scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa na...
Goosebumps.
Tuko na goosebumps.
She has so much depth and range as an actor.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
Wow. We
so
love you.
I think we're starting to know your character crush on this show.
Nah, she's just a good actor. She's just a good
Nisikuweke
actor.
kwa maji moto mko honeymoon phase. Sawa. So
Honeymoon phase ilisha kitambo, bro.
before tuende kwa Robi, guy pole. Before tuende kwa Robi, we done pack that, but this is not that show. Before tuende kwa Robi, let's go to Alma.
Okay.
I feel like udem amekapitia from episode 1. I don't know what you guys are feeling about Alma's journey so far.
But specifically after China CFO, nimekuwa tu niko na some issues, but how do I feel about it? Enye amepitia. The biz, was she making, or she sold some ninis?
Yeah,
so at
she
least
made
All
some
of them,
gems.
actually.
Yeah.
business at least iko sawa. And then huo mse wake chef, this guy seems so clueless, bro. Anasimnika yako dunia yake hata elewi what's
Chef
going on.
is so dumb.
But let me ask, do you think most guys even check the expiry date ya condoms?
Yeah, I don't think they check.
I think amerepresent. So, wewe ushaiangalia expiry date ukinunua condoms?
Hata ulikuwa
But mi
unajua iko nazo.
sizekangi. I usually buy before I nini.
Still, but do you
yeah,
check?
true, I don't check the expiry date.
Rubber
But
was
sikangi
na
nayo
expire.
sijui 2 years iko kwa wallet, hiyo ni gani tena?
Yeah, I get that, but a lot of people don't
Do
check
not
because wanna
check.
assume condoms don't
Yeah.
expire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, hata mi kusema kweli nilijua zina expire like the previous episode.
I've lied. I used to have lube. Nilikuwa nimeiweka for some time, ilikuwa ime-expire na sikujua. But sijaitumia. I was cleaning my nini nikaiona.
Karibu nihurumie nikwambie naenda honeymoon phase iliisha. Unatumia expired lube.
Zizi. Iko mahali unakonga na
Yeah.
kanini hapo juu ya
Hizo
bed
ndio vitu
inaitwa aje?
people don't check and it's good to check
Check,
because
yeah.
una risk health ya msee mwingine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unapenda hii game tunacheza?
Let me just ask you something. Ulikuwa na 3 CDs the night we did it, no?
Nakonga na wallet mbili. Ya black na ya grey. Ilikuwa gani?
Well, our little emergency ili happen na an expired condom.
Can we talk about
I'm glad this
that
week to
whole
me.
situation?
Between
Like how chef reacted. No, let's talk about Alma first. I feel like your feelings zake zilikuwa heightened. Already alikuwa na stress, but chef's reaction really heightened her feelings. Kwa sababu I feel like yeye nilimkasirisha kabisa hadi akaanza ku kind of project onto Archie.
Let me break down what happened with Chef. Okay. Chef, I feel ni typical Nairobi guy. Ati many blocks, how many unblocked. Yeah,
Acha nikwambie hiyo conversation.
Yeah, even though me approach. Ebu tell us.
Where tell me because it was so real.
That's how he approached it. Like, finally this babe has unblocked me, and
I like the game you're playing.
Yeah, I like the game you're playing. Alafu when she started asking questions, he's like, He's like, which wallet did I come with? He's like, nyewe.
He's
I usually have
sarcastic.
2. Yeah, he was being sarcastic. Like he took it lightly, but I feel like after some point he memgonga like
After
wow.
pregnancy, after Gina pregnancy, the Mercy said, Gen Z wanaogopa tu mimba.
Kuna kitu ingine walifikiria. Ni mimba.
After some time they come hit like, bro, this is actually a serious conversation. But by the time he's coming to the realization, Alma shaboek. Alma is like, bro, umse, I shall lose patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because ukiuliza mtu sa utadu, what do you expect the reaction to be? Can you imagine the stress? Unajua mwanaume, like, I feel like yeye hana stress sana. But for the woman, can you imagine kwa hiyo situation? Mimba, STIs, STDs, alafu mtu anakuuliza sa utadu. Like, it's not funny
Hey, bro,
at all.
I've just thought of something. Imagine Alma thinking, Mama amenipea condoms, enable, and then now I have to go tell her I have a ball. Wow.
Tanzia wapi?
Wow.
Nitaanzia
And
wapi?
hata sina CFO na the second man.
Mse mwenye hata ajui
Once.
condoms ziko na expiry date. Jamini.
Travel.
How?
Now you can tell us. What are your
Alma's
thoughts?
for CFO, as you've said.
Oh, yeah.
Not CFO, chef.
Chef.
As you've said, typical Nairobi guy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
took it
alikuwa
to...
amechukulia so light.
Napenda hii game tunacheza. Ni block.
Unani
Unblock. Hai mapenzi. Unajua toxic ndio tamu,
Yeah.
Brother, si kukol juu ya hiyo. My life is in danger. Like things are happening over here.
Abu, do you think venye Alma alisema ya kukaa kwa joto ina hiyo kitu
It's a belief.
imenifanya ni shangae sana.
That's the one
it's a
for the
belief.
condom.
Like condom and then like joto.
Unacheki-
anapika.
I didn't know your story, hadi mimi.
Hata mimi just like every other thing ukinunua si kuna kwanga na storage store in a
yeah,
cool,
cool dry place.
Dry.
ushaisoma instructions za how to store condoms
Keep in a cool, dry place.
kwa sure
Sijui.
ushaisoma kuna mtu usoma hizo vitu So we vile watu waangaliangi expiry dates. Like people do not read such things. That's why I feel like it's actually true. Easy stories unapatanga kwa gazeti za these condoms are being recalled. Easy the free condoms. Because zingine zimekaa sana. Watu wanatumia and then all of a sudden gava inashtukia. Oi, hizo tulinunua mwaka gani? Yeah. Bado watu wanatumia. Hizo ni mbaya. Hizo zimekuwa stored in bad conditions. Recall them. People can't use them.
So na recall but hizi is a free vile wase uchukua mob. Kurecall zishaenda. Unaenda hiyo place maybe on the last nini. That's horrible, man.
It's scary and horrible. To angalia Alma's emotional state from the first time tukimpata kijiongelesha jikoni to her blowing up at Archie. What do you think about that?
I think first of all she's distracting herself. Hiyo kwanza kupika mahamja mingi na as much as alikuwa anaenda kuziuza, I feel like she was also distracting herself from the reality. Alafu I'm so proud of her that alipigia chef. Genuinely sikudhani angepigia, but I called the not telling her friends part. Okay, she will probably eventually, but ako very avoidant, like you said. She doesn't want to speak to other people and face the reality, but I face too very soon.
Also, Robi clocked. I feel like Robi knows.
After the sneezing,
The sneezing thing.
yeah.
Alafu hiyo kadi Robi alijua.
What do you mean? Oh,
Like the
She's
4
4 months
months.
ajadungwa.
but then she tried to cover it up.
Yes.
She tried to lie and she's like, oh, I used a different... She said, what did she say?
She used
A different prevention
protection,
method, yeah.
Niko sawa and then she sneezes. Wewe unacheki tu Robi ako like
Flashback.
Anakumbuka best friend wake.
Yes.
Triza.
Yes, Triza. So why do you think Nani couldn't tell her friends? I think for me, basically, or rather generally, ni situational awareness. Hii day imekuwa, or rather the last couple of days imekuwa very heavy on Archie and Robi. If you are Alma, for example, and you beshtako moja alikuwa mehepa, saya amerudi, mereconcile, amepitizi story mob, nini. Alafu kuna ubeshtako mwingine karibu alose court. Of which hata walilose your game.
Yeah, but they were so... We'll talk about that.
Yes. Would you start bringing up such? Would you? How
They
would
were asking her. They were asking her what the problem is. I feel like she just deals and handles like her own things. Apendi watu akijua vitu zake. Because hata ukiangalia watu akimuliza relationship yako na CFO, wachana na hiyo story. Relationship yako na this new guy, wachana na hiyo story.
But we've been saying she's very avoidant.
Yeah, she is.
Akiulizwa swali and finds a way to like nullify it, especially if she hasn't figured it out. She's like, nah, chana na hiyo story.
But akona so much going through her head. Kama vile umesema mama yake amempe protection. Ametoka kuacha safe. Kwanza, this is the first hookup with a guy and you're already having a pregnancy scare. Umeacha CFO. There's that feeling of people will be like, probably, because watu wanakuanga like, unaona, ulifanya hivi, alafu this happened. So, her blowing up at Archie. But I loved how she was kind of like, I'm sorry, Archie, nitakuja nikuambia baadaye. Because she realized that ana project
on someone.
So, but it's so much. She needs a breather. Kwanza after the chef alimongelesha.
Yes. Yeah.
She needs a breather.
Yeah. And vile, these guys, when mko kwa your friendship, you've been friends for long, you know your friend. Vile actually like, I know you.
Yeah.
Na alikuwa sha notice moods zake.
Yeah.
When she was about to leave and she's like, sikuachi uende peke yako. Like, we'll talk about this. Sometimes friendships uko hivyo, but I see why Nani blew up and was like, achana na mimi, toka. But don't you think there would have been a better way to communicate that? Like
Feelings, man. I kind of get her though.
No, but Alma's communication is kind of...
Okay, it's kind of bad, yes. But at that particular moment, I feel like she has so many thoughts rushing through her head. And she's trying to distract herself. But at least she caught herself.
Yeah.
She caught herself.
Kuna growth kiasi hapo. Because the Alma we know, yeah. So Robi has been a good influence on her.
After that fight.
Yes, after that fight.
Speaking of the fight, I didn't like how Alma was the one apologizing to Robi and Robi didn't apologize. I clocked that so fast because both sides words zilisemwa. Robi.
The writers didn't notice that. So
The
maybe it was
writers.
intentional.
No, like why? If this is our protagonist, she has to champion virtues.
Yes,
Si ndio?
hakuapologize.
Hakuapologize.
Hiyo kitu haikunifurahisha sana as an Alma lover.
I love it. But one thing nimependa na Alma before we go into Robi's case and Archie's game,
Yeah, man.
need the fact that she's running the business alone.
Yeah, and she's doing it well. She's doing a good job.
Yeah, si ati to speak ill of partnering and anything, but she's actually running it. You know, for the first time tunamchekia akifanya kitu peke yake.
Yeah.
And sijui kama mshaiko in that place where you feel like you cannot do something alone. And yeah.
Most times it actually feels like that, especially na to biashara unasikanga kama huwezi fanya peke yako.
Which is okay to need peer support, but it's really good sometimes to prove that, mse, kumbe can do
Unaweza
this.
fanya solo.
Yeah.
Which is good though, I'm happy for her. Especially, that's the one good thing that's happening for her right now.
Yeah.
So at least you're namshikilia.
Which is what she should have been focusing on from the start.
I like they
her
have said that
biashara.
nika namjua, nika ni rafiki yangu. I'm like, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. That's the one good thing happening. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's nice at least.
The game.
Guys, tujitume sawa. We got this. Tuwafunge sawa.
Raha on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Finally, they are playing for vibes. I loved that so much.
Yeah. What did you
Yeah.
love about it?
First of all, I love the playing. Oh my God, those are the actresses. Though I hear also female actors like being called actors.
It's
The lesbians.
Yes.
They are like the so wanajitanga lesbians.
Thespians.
Sio?
Yeah, ni thespians.
Oh,
Thespi, not Thesby.
Mimi
Thespians. You're welcome.
The playing is really incredible. Like I really loved that. Also pia nilipenda venye wali celebrate hata kama wali lose. Mimi at first sikuwa
Walikuwa
nilidhani wame
najibamba.
lose. Like walikuwa I didn't
Ilikuwa for
think
vibes.
Even
the
then wame
opponents
win.
were
I swear.
kinda jealous.
Yeah, they were like, what do you think will happen? Do you think Jada or the other team atasema let's just share the court?
Because if you look at it, I think nini ya Jada ilikuwa kubreak spirit yote mingine. Because
Yeah.
wajibamba. Like they really do have fun.
Because mbona anasikia kama if it was about the court, hangekuwa na react. Just
hivyo.
breaking the spirit, yeah.
Yeah, it was breaking their spirit. Hawa si ujibamba. And why do you need 2 courts?
Why?
But the other one imechapa.
Yeah, but still, hao wengine hata wangejibamba kwa hiyo yenye imechapa.
I love how Robi showed up though.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the crisis. And Alma said in the last episode she's like, Robi really cares about the game, so she's going to come. Like I really loved that. That support, I was like, hata kama una go through your own crisis, I love that you showed up for your friends. That was really nice. And I also loved how Alma prepared the thing for Robi.
Yani umeleta hapa za kuni-introduce to a new group of actors.
Guys, mimi nachezea mama.
Surprise! Imagine mama limit naye kwa airport, so nikamconvince I make sure you guys have met.
What she's trying to say is, ako sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry, Robi.
Like she knows Robi loves Nerima. She went out of her way. Hata kama ni apologize. That was such a cute friendship thing to do.
Alma has really grown.
Yeah.
Alma has really come a long way.
She has. Kwanza ukikumbuka episode 1 ama 2 venye alisikia hiyo kazi nake ushagoa na kuja alikuwa ameboeka.
Macho like unaniharibia form.
And now it's like you're going out of your way kutafuta this person. I just thought that was so cute.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Now that tuko kwa Robi, let us talk about our sister dem. Tukianza na Malik. Kwa gari wakibonga ile story ya Malik, nini. So she's clearly...
Something is there.
Yeah,
She's there. She just needs some tactical analysis kidogo. And she also needs to go.
Umenitrigger, I'm sorry.
Oops, actually, yes, nimeacha kumwatch basi.
Nice.
For the next 3 episodes of Tuki, alafu after that nitarudi. So siniingilie tena. I feel like Robi, she might be ready, but I feel like she still wants to do the clinic thing. She's been insisting on that clinic thing.
Yeah.
And at least akuwe settled and maybe prepared rather.
Yeah.
But me, I'm rooting for that relationship. I don't know why.
Relationship ya Malik na Robi ama Robi na Ellie?
Robi na Ellie. Ellie is past tense. He's
Kai! Shamsahau. Walikuwa boys wako.
Bado ni boys wangu, but ayuko part of the picture anymore. But yeah, I'm rooting for Malik and Robi. I want to see what goes on hapo.
Okay.
Yeah. Inaka itakuwa healthy. Watapendana vizuri.
Yeah, inakuanga hivyo at first.
Maybe.
Nairobi. Nakanga healthy and remember I'm not like other guys. Hey, let me stop projecting.
But that's a horrible statement to say. Never ever use that statement.
Which one?
Yeah, I'm not like so and so.
So what would you rather say? I am a red flag.
Sema I'm a green flag.
A
Instead
green
of
flag
comparing yourself to the
another
red
person.
flag.
Guys, yeah, I see that.
Your situation, this is like the last episode though, but since like the story of contraception na STIs na STDs na kuja just thought about it, like now that we know that STIs can be transmitted through a kiss, how do you approach a first kiss? Aki, nimekuwa overthink. How do you, if somebody tries to kiss you, because if you want to progress with something, yeah, you have to make first move like a kiss and see that you can tell somebody, let's go get tested for a kiss, and it's for love, not for acting like.
But that doesn't happen. Unaishia bash. Chiki kamseka ameketi pale. Huku kando. By the way, ujota jina yake. You don't even know this person. Kidogo. Ulicheki Alma na nani kwa ile episode. Alma na chef kwa ile episode. House parties are very dangerous. They're very dangerous grounds. Be very, very careful. Yeah, like I would say we like it's just healthier to take our time. But sasa, how do you approach that conversation with someone? How would you approach it?
Lakini saa zingine si vizuri overthink sana, but lazima think about it. If you overthink it, you will never go anywhere. But you know, imagine you're in the moment, yeah? You're seated with your your crush.
Yeah.
Mmekuwa mkiongea kitu labda, how many months, how many days do people take to kiss?
Hours. Wewe hujacheki achina. Nikodimo.
Lakini bado hawaja kiss.
Bado hawaja kiss, yeah.
How many inakuanga kitu labda 1 week, hata 1 week hata ni mingi. How you can't just start telling somebody, before I kiss you we need to go ufanye oral swab nini.
So you know there's the
Peck.
but even that can transmit, like if someone has not been sexually healthy or like
you might still catch
you
something.
might still catch. But honestly, when ukivibe na msee kuna hungana telltale signs.
Yeah, and I was also going to add, remember there was an episode we talked about the first green flags when you meet someone.
Yes.
And I was saying the things like hygiene and those things also should be a factor before at least to make such a move.
The conversations you're having on a date, ukienda date na dem na the only thing they're talking about is the physical, like it's flag.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, it's hapo unajua hapa tu ni kitu moja. So I think in that cases where mkikutana na mtu, you know what this is. Unajua hii ni maneno physical. Bring up the conversation.
Yeah.
Because you know this is just about the sexual chemistry. It's not about anything long term.
Okay, you can also tell from conversation.
Yeah,
You're
you
right,
can.
you're right.
You can tell from
the
the
people who
conversation.
are really good at hiding it. Let me tell you, it all bubbles down to overthink. Because mtu anaweza hide, trust me.
Haujai katiwa na msee ukajua huyu tu ni kitu moja nataka, and your instincts were like,
Yeah, you can tell. Some of them you can tell.
yeah.
Yes, but I'm talking about in the context of being safe and thinking about getting an STI from a kiss. Inabidi weke guard yako chini kidogo.
I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is, how do you approach, like, okay, like venye nimefikiria story ya STDs, I was just thinking about how crazy it is. Like the first kiss, sasa uwezi jua. Bado hiyo episode bado iko kwa akili yangu. That was just by the way, nime-digress ikakuwa.
No, it's fine. It's fine because it's a thing. Like, you're risking a lot even with kissing someone that you barely know.
So now she's saying
But
if you
inabidi tu.
overthink it, you might never ever make that first step because you'll keep thinking like you might catch something. That's what we
kiss them, get an STI without. So it's options. But the options ni tatu. You ask, like, hey, do you ever do like tests to just know, like, or when was the last time you were intimate with someone or things like that? That's the way. If you're having a comfortable conversation with someone, that's where now you start picking out the flags. If someone is comfortable enough to tell you, yeah, this, that, like, you can tell each other without judgment. It kind of helps you even lower your walls a bit. I'd also
But
say...
let's say you have a crush on someone, and on the first date they ask you, have you ever caught ABCD
Hizo si
before?
conversations za si tumesema honeymoon phase. I don't think hizo ni conversations za first phase.
Hawezi jua ikikame up utamdanganya.
If the conversation is safe. So you see, kuna kwanga na hii quote ya safe spaces, something where people can say things without feeling ashamed. So if you're talking to someone, especially someone who is well informed on things like STIs, like CRT, just because the story of my friend that I spoke about in the last episode, she got it within the context of a relationship.
Yeah.
She was faithful, she was all that in a relationship. CRT alikuwa na hanya. So sometimes the conversations that you have with someone, if you're comfortable enough, I think it's a green flag where you can actually talk about some of these things.
Comfortably.
Comfortably. You can even, like for women, if you can
100%.
have conversations for, I have really, I've never had an orgasm, for example, or I have really painful periods, or even I get yeast infections when you use this. Because the ladies who have latex allergies. Like kuna madem wengine wezi tumia just kawaida condoms with them. If you can have such conversations with someone, I think that's a green flag. And then it just shows that you're headed towards somewhere healthy. But sometimes you can tell when you can't open up to someone. Go to zile hey,
It's just awkwardness.
yeah. So I think,
Which
At the end of the
reminds
day,
me,
the
niko na
first
survey.
kisses are give or take.
yeah.
I have a
For at
survey.
least the first one. You have a?
Survey. Have you ever faked it?
Ay, jamani.
Every woman in the
So
history.
this thing is usually true.
Hey, bro. Mbona unataka
Hii umetoka
kuvunja
Anyway.
kutoka
maroho?
Robi na
Nisavi.
acting.
tunajaribu hapa kuprogress and grow as a podcast. Sasa wewe why it's
Anyway, Robi,
faking what? Faking joy?
faking a smile.
Faking a smile? Of course, always. I'm an actor.
And you?
I'm not an actor, but as a woman, you have to fake some smiles.
Hey, you do fake some laughters, some cries, some
Understood.
sounds. But you don't have to. Like, if you're not feeling it, you don't know. You can just tell somebody and say, kidogo.
Aibambi.
Time out, bro.
Uchekeshi.
Eh, Bambi. Oh, wait, you guys are talking about on a date, laughing.
Nah. The laughing was different. We're using laughing for a different.
Oh, it's an...
Girl.
So, no, it's because I thought I was with you, and then I thought I was also having a dirty mind, and then I held I overthought.
Anyway, back to Robi.
Yes.
Karibisheni Robi. And get ready. Zap. Think fast. Stop. 2, 1. Time's up. You'll catch up.
She's not in a healthy working environment.
Yeah, that's where I was going also.
Aki nimebambika venye it all smells like her dream person is so nice in real life. Like I have really loved that. Because saa zingine unajua venye shows like to perceive. Mtu ni mzuri alafu in real life is like so bad, whatever. But I loved how ako in a place where it's all smiles. You can literally tell the people are even happier. Like it's just, I'm just so happy.
The normal, it's kawaida. It's a safe space. It's
Yeah.
an open space. It's very chill. Like you could even just tell the vibe was so. It's not hard.
The way guys were sitting, hata wengine wamelala kwa floor.
Kuna
they're
actually
chilling.
hingine kalikoto hapo like.
Even how Nerima was like, take your time, and Vera was like, haraka, unani waste your time, niko na time ya kufanya.
Complete
But
opposite.
Very
it
militant.
was so opposite, and
Yeah.
but I really want to know what happened between Nerima and Vera.
Same.
Yeah.
I would love
Future
to
episodes.
know.
Future episodes.
Right, unatupe hints.
This episode really flowed well for me, and I loved it. And it's the vibes uko in the first scene when they're playing the basketball, like you can sense the joy.
Yeah.
They love what they're doing. And uku chini when Alma is talking, not Alma, Robi is talking about how she doesn't know who she is anymore. She doesn't know if she wants to do this. And Nerima is like, it's not that your spark is gone.
Yeah.
joy.
It's just your joy.
Do you feel like Mirema also ilimgonga? Like she also felt like that thing she was
Yeah.
talking to...
Like
Really
Robi is a
relates.
younger version of her.
Yeah, because I saw
kind
it in
of.
her eyes also. She was looking like she's about to start tearing up.
Yeah.
But Robi, so why did she go away?
It was getting too real. It was getting too raw. Also, I don't think she's been able to process everything.
Labda apendi kulia mbele ya watu.
Ka wewe.
Oh my god. You had to. Also, I felt like for real, like hakuwa anataka kukua kuonekana vulnerable mbele ya watu, mbele ya
new people,
star
especially new
wake,
people.
mbele ya fairy godmother wake.
Yeah.
So she was
But I
just
felt
like,
she was
lakini
doing
kusema
so
kweli,
well,
let me
man.
just say out of nini, hiyo outfit yake hapana.
Outfit ya nani?
Ya Robi.
Ilikuwa
She was
horror.
prepared. Yeye hakuwa
Ati
anajua anaenda
prepared.
wapi.
She was wearing 3 layers.
I hadn't seen it vizuri until she ran away, and I'm like, do I focus on the emotions or on this horrible outfit? But anyways, I feel like she ran away from the situation because hakuwa anataka kuwa vulnerable mbele ya watu na pia the emotions were too much. Like unajua venye umesema ni reality. Kwanza akianza kusema like she cannot look at herself in the mirror, and it's something that she wrote the previous day, as in ni reality yake, ndio inamhit sasa like, oh my god, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why she ran. I think it was too much for her to process.
Just
Hajakuwa na time ya kuprocess.
overwhelmed.
Hakuwa.
Yeah.
Because alikuwa ametoka kutoroka hiyo jana asubuhi
Alafu
sasa.
Malik ndo hiyo amehappen, alafu nini ni vitu too mob at the same time.
Yeah. Alafu did you notice how wakiwa pamoja, like the 3 girls, it's like all their troubles melt away. I love that so much, like the car scenes,
They be
wakiongea
having
kuhusu
fun.
boy crushes, nini. It's like all the troubles go away, and I really loved that. Like inaonyesha the importance of kukuwa na at least marafiki or people who can nini. Kwanza venye walikuwa wanasema like Robi and Alma and Archie will go to the clinic together, nini. I was like, oh my god, yes, this is the dream friendship. Considering the fact that walikuwa wametoka kuargue the previous few days tu walikuwa na argue. I just loved that. It was so inspirational.
I loved it too.
Yeah.
Loved it too. What else do you want to
Whether
talk
kuna
about?
boyfriend group kwa hii stuff.
Nini?
There's no boys like friend group kwa.
See, Matona chef.
They're not friends but wako the same WhatsApp group.
There's only one na hiyo ataikuwa group.
Oh, WhatsApp group. That's what you're talking about.
Zizi huyo mse wa boda. Those are the only 2 friends that I've seen. There's like a good friend.
Chiriku na Eli. Au nao ni mabeshte.
But hiyo saa tujaiona ikidevelop.
Yeah, but tumecheki Birds of a Feather. You know, that also says something. Like when you look at someone and you see their friends, you just kind of...
Yeah.
But are they friends, do they not?
Yeah, walikuja kwa ile bashi ya Alma pamoja.
Mato
Chef na
and
Mato.
chef. I didn't catch that.
Hadi mimi
Yeah, they
sikukatch you.
walked- sorry. They did walk in together, they're friends. But I think you can
Birds of a
attest to
feather.
that. Like, people who...
Birds of a
click-
feather.
Birds of
Yeah,
a
for
feather,
sure.
especially with guys.
For sure.
Unaweza tu jua na click. Nangaletsa kule maboys uko like, kidogo.
Na hakuna mwenye anakuanga different by the way. Even if your friends are hanging out with, wanasemanga, oh, they're like this, but me, I'm not like this. Akunanga kitu kama hiyo. Because hata kama probably you're not doing the actions, it will really affect your mentality.
Yeah.
How you view things, how you see. Some things will seem like they're not important. Same kama, for example, you're hanging out with people who are cheating all the time. Hautaona kama kucheat ni big deal. You might not necessarily cheat, but
You have peer support.
Exactly.
Kuna support
You would
group.
see it kama ni such a huge deal, but
Yeah.
in real life it is. So
Yeah.
they really, people you hang out with affect your mentality. Hata kama hauko
Yeah,
kama
that's true.
wao, but they do. Lakini, do you know most guys are like kina chef? I don't feel like to really dive into how mentally abusive and how cruel his answers were and how he didn't. Alma was on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
And then chef is just over there like giving 1-word answers. He's not even trying to understand like where Alma is coming from up to until penye, and the only reason I feel like we got a reaction from him, like we said, ni Mimba, because now when Mimba comes into context, he has to take responsibility. Because unajua vitu kama STI unaweza ambia mtu we uko solo nini, but Mimba, like you are the dad bana, you have to. And that's the reality. Even ndivyo kunaendanga na wasichana wanazifacingi alone. Kama Alma hataki kuambia mtu, hataki kuongea na mtu.
But I feel like there's
yake.
also an element of shame because she let go of someone who would have been very healthy for her.
Yeah.
Alafu, so I think hiyo fear ya kuiongelelea ni also kwake tu ni anajibitap sana.
Yeah.
But I hope, I don't know, what are you guys expecting to watch in the future episodes? The last 2.
Good question.
The final 2.
Alma has to find herself. I feel like she has to ajue, I don't know, kama ni relationships anataka, kama hataki, she just finds herself.
Do you think
But
she's ready for a relationship?
I don't know.
With who, chef?
No,
Anybody.
like
Oh,
anybody. Do you think?
if it was with chef, I'd say.
No, not Shamu.
But then no, I feel like Alma's story, in my opinion, I would want it to either go two ways. Either she becomes single and focuses on her work and her goals and whatever her business is, or this one is second option, which is 50-50. She gets back with CFO, and they kind of find a way of being in a healthy relationship while both of them are able to do their business things, just basically figuring out what was lacking in their relationship before that. That's how I feel I would want her story to end, but I don't know.
You?
I have two options. I'll just say what I don't want to see. I don't want her to she has always been so careful. Sitaki mistake moja ifanye maisha yake iende vibaya. Considering the fact that she has school, she's working so hard to raise school fees for her. But also I would like to see the concept of, and I'm very sorry, Alma, of seeing if something did happen, how will she handle it? Like, I would just love to see that. Because I would like to see your context there. It's not the end of the world if it happens, if that makes sense. But I will not wish that on Alma. But I feel like it is a bit important. And okay, it's not the end of the world. Maybe you can still do this and still do this. But what I would love as a Alma lover is just for it blow over too. In one or another, it blow over. I decide kama hataki kuwa na chef, kama nataka kuwa single, whatever, but asikuwe na chef. Hivyo tu.
Of course.
Wait. Are you guys still thinking she's not pregnant?
It could be anything.
Yeah.
What's going on?
She is sneezing.
And I sneeze by the any hint tulipatiwa from episode 1. I don't know. We'll have to watch the next episode for us to see.
Alma,
Mama Alma.
that's a nice name, Loki. For the next 2 episodes, tutakuwa na mwita Mama Alma. How about Robi then?
Yes.
Or the general, just let's generalize everything. How do you feel like the next 2 episodes are going to pan out? Or what do you feel you want to see?
Honestly, it's really hard to tell after a cliffhanger, but I think I would like to see Robi joining a healthy work environment. Alafu ikuwe like a laugh in Vera's face, like, ulikuwa nadhani singepata like another gig, another agency. I would love that for her. I would love to see where Archie and this tall, fine man penye wataenda. I would love to see kama chef ata character develop. I would really love to see that. Like, because your reaction yake Z. Nataka kuona kama ata character develop ama kama tu ataendelea kwa
I want him to step up a bit.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, and of course I've given my view on Alma. And but we can't really know until we watch the next episodes. I'm so excited.
I think I agree. I also agree with what you've said. I really also want to see Robi's career because since episode 2, it's been Robi trying to push her career and try to make ends meet and try to whatever, like grow. And I really want to see the last 2 episodes. I want to see her do the same as Alma, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're in the final lap. It's only getting juicier. Anything you'd have wished to see, probably. I think we'll save that for the final episode so that we can get to see like the things that you'd have wished to see. Key takeaways, Basi, from this episode for you guys?
Friendship groups. And I want to see next episode to see how it compares being in a more toxic working space environment and now being in a more feeling at home, nurturing working environment. I want to see now what happens now when she's in the better side.
For me, I think like my key takeaway is probably sensitivity. And this I'm looking at Chef's POV and Alma's POV. I'm hoping everybody, including the people at home, have seen how answers can have like psychological effects like on people. Iyo unafikiria una joke but ni serious. Like reading the room basically. See sensitivity, but I feel like the importance of reading the room and being understanding, because sai tunaona both sides. Tunaona unajua in real life wewe unajua tu side yako, but sasa sai tunaona both sides. So I think that it's very important to be sensitive, to read the room. Yeah, that's my key takeaway. What about you?
Joy. Oh my God. Joy, having fun with what you do. Sometimes we tend to lose sight of the happiness we feel especially when you're doing what you're passionate about. I'm doing what I'm passionate about. Now, sometimes unakuwa so caught up in the dream where unataka tu kumake it, unataka tu kuomoka. You forget the process, the joy in the process. And nilibambika kucheki vile Achi, she just like toned down the pressures and she just had fun with her team. And they played a really good game despite the fact that they lost the court. That didn't matter. It was memorable. Like she was reunited with her friends, like all her friends, her sport friends and her close circle, Alma and Robi. So for me, it's the joy of everything. Like lose your spark. Spark is found in the joy of it. So kifilika spark yako imepotea, Juliza, what was exciting me about what I do? Like, what is that thing that was making me happy? And start doing those things again to revive your spark. Yeah, I think that has been such an interesting episode. We have 2 more episodes to go. Kama haujawatch, hapa kwenye channel yetu Tukisonga 254 kuna juicy episodes plus this podcast maze. Tuko hapa tukiwapatia utamu, juices behind the scenes. Some of the things that were not clear, we clear them up on this podcast. So feel free to share it with your friends, even talk about it. Kama kuna mali maybe uliwatch na ukuelewa kitu, leave it in the comment sections because we want to bring something to you that you can understand, that you can enjoy as our family, as the Tuki family. As per usual, our social media handles
@Tukisonga 254. That's on Instagram. Also YouTube is Tukisonga 254. If you want to get us on Spotify, it's the same.
Yes.
Tukisonga 254.
Yeah, if you want to know more about contraceptives, healthy relationship, and space yako, they talk about that. And awazi.ke, read through, talk to the chatbot, and what you said is unahitaji.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week where we cover episode 11. And then next week, tunamaliza episode 12 for that. Anyway, all good things must come to an end, but for now, keep it locked. Kuna 2 more to go. Wazi.